feeling great. I've been working out. You know, actually, I just got done running before we, head into the press conference. So everything is going according to plan, and I'm looking forward to becoming a 3-time undisputed champion from September 13th.
The highly anticipated showdown between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford has sparked intense debate among boxing fans, analysts, and legends of the sport. With the big fight coming this September, experts, fighters, and former champions have shared their predictions on how the matchup could unfold. Let's take a closer look at what some of the sport's biggest names are saying about this clash of titans.
Rafael kind of made a great point when talking about sizes. Because he said, if you look at them two together now, they look the same size. He said, people have got the idea of the size thing wrong. It's not looking at them as a physical package. It's who has absorbed the bigger shots in the weight division. So, and it was good. It was a very good point. He was like, Canelo has been hit by light heavyweights and super middleweights for the best part of a decade.
Basically.
He's so used to taking those shots. Whereas Crawford hasn't. Crawford's been hit by 140 guys and 147 guys for the best part of a decade.
Yeah.
What's Crawford going to be like? So basically, trying to say, Canelo could easily absorb Crawford shots. Can Crawford easily absorb Canelo's punches?
If you're taking shots from Triple G, Sergey Kovalev, Dimitri Bivol, and you're staying on your feet, not getting hurt,
not even getting wobbled.
Not even getting wobbled, just literally shaking it off.
Yeah.
You can take Terence Crawford shots.
However, De La Hoya didn't completely rule out Crawford. He praised the Nebraska native's impeccable fight IQ, exceptional footwork, and ring generalship. De La Hoya also noted that Canelo has struggled against fast and elusive opponents, exactly the kind of challenge Crawford presents. Still, he emphasized one thing: power matters. Canelo has repeatedly shown that his punching power can change the course of a fight. While De La Hoya has mixed feelings about the outcome, he is certain of one thing: it will be a hard-fought battle.
Canelo Alvarez, right? He has a big fight against Terence Crawford, who's coming up in weight. But I keep telling people that Canelo is small for 168. It's not like he's a big 168 pounder. So the size difference isn't that much, in my opinion, right? I mean, I know he's been there longer, right? But Bud is slightly taller than him, longer arms than him. Do you feel that Terence has a shot in beating Canelo Alvarez?
That's the million-dollar question, because I'm a historian. I love boxing. I love watching it. I love studying it. I know it inside out. When I watched Terence Crawford get rattled and rocked by Yorkis Gamboa, who's a natural 30-pounder, that to me is going to be a huge problem when he gets hit by Canelo, who's a natural, what, super middleweight, maybe? Or
that was so
not that high.
But you know, he fought at what, 190? Canelo?
175.
175? Okay. So he fights at 175. He's fighting these big monsters. Yeah. He's not getting rattled at all. No. Berlanga's a big kid. Right. Yeah. So it makes me think, I mean, how is Crawford going to keep him away for 12 rounds? Canelo's going to come at him hard.
On the other hand, former champion Tim Bradley is much more decisive in his prediction. He firmly believes that Crawford will have the upper hand and has openly expressed confidence in the unbeaten welterweight. Referring to Canelo's recent performances, Bradley noted that while Canelo has consistently won, none of his recent fights have been impressive enough to make him feel threatened. What stands out most for Bradley is Canelo's apparent sluggishness in recent bouts, especially against Edgar Berlanga. With Crawford's flawless technique and ability to execute a perfect game plan, Bradley believes Canelo will struggle under pressure when it matters most.
But then again, I think about Crawford's abilities and his IQ and his footwork, which Canelo cannot handle. And we know that for a fact. It happened with Bivol, it happened with Mayweather, who schooled him left and right with no problem. And Canelo was way stronger than Mayweather. So there's
Don't you think Canelo's a better fighter than he was then? Today?
A better fighter? Yeah, a little better. Yeah, his footwork is still the same. He's flat-footed. He's very heavy on his feet. But you saw his last fight with Skull. He couldn't touch Skull. I mean, he was a runner. He was a Cuban runner, but he couldn't touch Skull. It was incredible. It was amazing. It was just like the fight with Lara. He couldn't touch Lara. So there's a reason why fighters think that if they move a little against Canelo, they have boxing abilities against Canelo, they might beat him. And I'm pretty sure Crawford is thinking, well,
but Terence is a different type of fighter. He's not just a mover. He's going to mix it up.
Oh, yeah.
And to his credit, that was early in his career. Maybe 135 wasn't a good weight. Maybe he could absorb more punches because he's been hit. He was hit by Majimov, he was hit by Spence, he didn't get hurt then. So maybe he has a tougher chin.
And not just that, Gamboa was the fastest guy alive. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he didn't see that shot. Canelo got hit by Matthew Hatton, and he got rocked, but he was 19. So as they've gotten older, no one's really been able to, yeah, but he didn't wobble him. So no one's really been able to hurt neither one of them recently.
Yeah.
So, but I think obviously Canelo has the power to hurt anyone. You know,
Yeah,
obviously.
I mean, power's a lot.
Powerful guy.
In this game, means a lot. If you can't keep your guy.
Bradley's prediction goes even further. He boldly stated that even if Canelo is in peak condition and fully prepared, he still wouldn't be able to overcome Crawford. In Bradley's view, Crawford's skill set is simply too advanced for Canelo to handle no matter which version of Canelo shows up on fight night. Bradley predicts a one-sided contest. His confidence comes from Crawford's technical mastery, which no one has been able to crack, and he believes Canelo has become too one-dimensional. At this stage of his career,
it don't matter if Canelo is on that. He ain't beat no Terence Crawford. You heard it here first. Plus, I look at the performances of Canelo. I look at his last performances. I mean, they've been all right, you know. They ain't been like, you know, wow, you know, blew me away. So I'm not really worried about all of that. And the same thing goes with Crawford. I know he's with Snack, and I know some news came out this week and all of that, but I personally believe that Snack is...
There's another perspective, particularly from Carl Froch, having sparred with welterweights. Froch understands the challenges fighters face when moving up in weight. He argued that Canelo's size could be the deciding factor in this matchup. While Crawford is a phenomenal technician, Froch pointed out that Canelo's significant size advantage cannot be ignored. Drawing from his own sparring experiences with welterweights like Kell Brook, he believes Canelo's ability to close the distance and overpower smaller opponents will play a huge role. Although Froch respects Crawford's talent, he sees Canelo's size as a nearly insurmountable obstacle.
I think it's a conflict of interest, the fact that, hey, he knows how to beat the system, quote unquote, Victor Conte, but at the same time, I think Snack, you got products going around the world, this and that. I mean, all these athletes are testing. They're not testing anything or positive by using Snack at all. So I think they're safe. There's no doubt about it. So with that being said, I'm not worried about that as long as they test.
Manny Pacquiao, another boxing legend, has also voiced his support for Canelo. Known for his remarkable achievements across multiple weight divisions, Pacquiao's opinion carries significant weight in the boxing world. When asked about the fight, the Filipino icon confidently backed Canelo, raising his fist and declaring Viva Mexico in support. Although he didn't provide many details, his message was clear. He believes Canelo has what it takes to defeat Crawford.
Past his best, he's had over 65s. He's made a fortune. Why is he even still fighting? But this is a super fight against Crawford. But it could go wrong for him. He could end up losing. Whoever loses, it'll be an upset because the amount of people that think Crawford's going to win. Crawford's certainly an unbelievable bad boy fighter, proper good fighter. Then you've got Canelo who just understands.
On the other hand, David Benvitz, one of Canelo's main rivals, giving Crawford 40% of the chance to pull off the upset. Benvitz recognizes Crawford's skills and impressive technical ability, but ultimately believes that the weight difference will play a huge role. With Canelo being a natural super middleweight and Crawford moving up in weight, Benvitz feels that the size disparity will give Canelo the edge. Nevertheless, he acknowledged Crawford's incredible boxing IQ and talents, giving him credit where it's due. But in the end, the weight difference may prove too much for Crawford.
That's not easy for Crawford. I mean, it's Canelo has the big advantage, but Crawford needs to manage well his body, his speed, and his power, because he's moving up to another level of weight.
In a similar vein, Amir Khan, another former opponent of Canelo, shared his thoughts on the fight. Khan has been impressed by Crawford's skill set, particularly his precision, footwork, and ability to work within small margins. Crawford's ability to move, make adjustments, and avoid clean shots impressed Khan, who noted that it was much harder to land punches on Crawford than on someone like Canelo. Khan believes that Crawford's elusiveness will be a key factor in the fight, and while Canelo still packs significant power, Khan feels that Crawford will be able to outbox him, avoiding the big shots and scoring points. He also noted that vulnerability to being hit in recent fights could play into Crawford's hands, as the welterweight will be smart enough not to take unnecessary risks.
Terence Crawford, does he have an opportunity to beat Canelo?
I think if anybody has a chance to beat Canelo, I think it's Terence Crawford. His IQ is on another level. He's a great fighter and he's strong. It's just that it's a lot of weight. I wouldn't be surprised if Terence Crawford wins. Wouldn't be surprised if he loses either. Terence Crawford, when he went up against the best opposition, like Earl Spence, he showed what level he's on, what type of dog he is. I don't know. You really have to let these fights play out to see what happens. He might get hurt. That might activate him to come back strong.
Could you still make 68?
I don't want to make 68.
No, I know Terrence wins 68.
Yeah, well, if that's, yeah, I can make one.
Shocker, Stevenson also gave his prediction, seeing Crawford as the clear winner in this matchup. He believes Crawford has all the tools needed to defeat Canelo. While Canelo is undeniably strong and experienced, Stevenson doesn't view his size as a major advantage against someone as skilled and versatile as Crawford. He also downplayed the height difference, suggesting Canelo's physicality might be overrated in this fight. Stevenson's confidence in Crawford is evident, and he predicts the welterweight champion will outbox Canelo with ease.
Them both, like, what are the differences between Canelo's strong and is easily hit? Very easily hit, very easily. Compared to when I fought against Crawford, I couldn't hit clean. They both hit hard because, and you could see the strength when I was fighting against Crawford. He is very strong as well. So look, yeah, but why does he need to give that much away? He's pound for pound #1 in the world. Why does he have to go for fighting?
Beat him because Crawford is a big 147 fighter and is strong as well, which a lot of people don't give him the credit for. I think that fight, if it does happen, as long as Crawford stays away and just boxes and be smart, he can win that fight. I think Crawford's a better fighter than Charlo, and he's a smart fighter as well. He switches and everything, so that would be a very good fight.
Finally, Roy Jones Jr. offered a nuanced take on the fight. While he praised Crawford's skill and technique, he also recognized Canelo's natural advantages in size and power. Jones believes that if Crawford can stay on the outside and avoid Canelo's heavy shots early, he has a good chance of winning. However, if Canelo imposes his size in the first few rounds, it could spell trouble for the smaller fighter. Jones emphasized that the key question is how Crawford will respond to facing a puncher of Canelo's caliber. Until Crawford experiences that level of power, Jones feels it's difficult to make a definitive prediction.
I feel like Bug could beat him easy.
How though? What are your thoughts on Terrence Crawford, Canelo Alvarez? Terrence going up another 2 weight classes. Just got to 54, he's skipping 60, going straight to 68, talking about what's going on.
I feel like once he beat Canelo, that will be like one of the greatest resumes in boxing ever, just because of the fact that he's going up 2 divisions just to fight this guy, and this guy's bigger than him. Not only did you just crush Errol Spence, but you go out there and just beat Canelo too. If he go out there and just dominate and make it an easy fight, honestly, I think that that's gonna be like one of the best resumes I ever seen. But as far as the fight, I feel like Bug could beat him easy.
How though? Don't give me everything, just how is it?
For me, it's a blueprint already. Floyd was a lot smaller than Canelo when he fought him. You keep Canelo on the outside. I ain't gonna even say too much, but you keep him on the outside.
Overall, the fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford is shaping up to be one of the most highly anticipated boxing matches in recent memory. Their combination of skill, size, and contrasting styles has sparked intense debate over who will come out on top. While Canelo holds the advantage in size and power, Crawford's technique, adaptability, and fight IQ promise an intriguing battle. Predictions range from knockout victories for Canelo to tactical wins for Crawford. But one thing is certain, this fight will deliver plenty of drama both inside and outside the ring.
Don't do the right thing, which I don't see him doing. I don't know why he would at this point in his career. I don't know. It'll all be predicated upon how well Terrence can take his punch.
Yeah. You said you don't think, or you don't look into the weight difference. Why?
When you know how to box, when you're as skillful as Terrence Crawford is, weight don't really matter.